Guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? Got my kitty cat still here with me. She's knocking everything down off my desk. I have cards all laid out. I'm going to read them to you all in a minute. I got a couple of things I want to tell you first, if my kitty will cooperate with me. Okay, I had to readjust this kitty cat. She is stretched out across my desk here, and I can't hardly move. She's being so sleepy and lazy today. It's so hot, you guys. It is hotter than hell here. It was 100 degrees over the weekend. It's in the 90s today. I don't even know how hot it is, but it's so humid. It's over 75% humidity, so it's super hot. You don't even want to go outside. It just hits you in the face. It's disgusting. You wake up, it's hot. Go to bed, it's hot. Air conditioner's working full blast. We have two central units, and then my daughter has a window unit in her room. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to know what my bill's going to be like. It's going to be bad. It really is. We have a lot of windows, and I think that's the problem. Lots of windows in this house. Just in my bedroom here, I have six windows. Six, well, with the door, because a door is a window too. That's seven. Seven windows just in my bedroom. So yeah, it gets really warm. I do have blinds on them, and in the front, we have seven windows in the front too, and I have wood blinds, faux wood blinds, so it gives good protection, but still, windows produce a lot of heat, especially when the sun. We've got the house positioned where we get the sunshine when the uh, sun is rising. When it's setting, the house is pretty much away from that. There's no windows that all the heat's coming in. It does shine on the front door, and we do have a little bit of windows there, but I've covered them. So we don't get a lot of, when the sun is setting. And that's the hottest time. After 5 o'clock, it is hot. You can't even go outside. The dogs don't even want to go out anymore. They're like, yeah, we'll stay out here for maybe 10 minutes. We're ready to come in, which is good. Oh my gosh. I tried to walk those dogs the other day. I had a heart attack, y'all. I mean, a heart attack. So, this dog is 125 pounds, my daughter's dog, and then the other one's about 50 pounds. She's just getting fatter as the years go along. So it's a lot, probably both of them together outweigh me for sure. So I've been walking them, but what I do is I try to make sure I walk them. I was doing it kind of early in the day because it's been getting hot, so I was walking them early. And right when I walked outside, my big dog Turk, he started acting up. He started jumping all around and acting like he was trying to get off the chain. He can't get off from it because it's a looped lead, where it just gets tighter around his neck. So he can't get out of it, but he was giving me a hard time. I mean, he was just acting stupid. So I just turned around and walked right back in the house and made him lay down and right at the front door. And I said, "You got to calm down or we're not going outside. You better calm down." So he calmed down and everything and went back outside. He was fine. I got to my mailbox, turned right, started walking down the street. I look behind me. There's a lady coming up with two small dogs. I was like, oh shit. Because if my dog decides it wants to go see those dogs, whether to sniff them or bite them, I can't hold on to him. There's no way that I could hold on to those dogs. No way. So I'm like, I make a beeline. I just keep walking as fast as I can, but I'm walking away from my house. I'm way past my house, going way down the street. And I'm like, is this lady going to turn left or is she going to turn right? If I turn right and she turns right, I'm going to have to go even further away from the house. My street dead ends. I cross one street and it will go to a dead end. And there is a house there and it's like their private street. But there was a couple of cars parked on the side. So I said, well, I'm just going to walk to the end and hide behind those cars so that she can turn left or right and I won't have to. I call my husband on the phone because I'm thinking, just come and get us. Just come, get the SUV and come get us. He doesn't answer his phone. He's changing the oil underneath the car. He had in the garage in this heat. He almost had a damn heat stroke, y'all. That's another story. So I'm kind of hiding behind these cars. So the owner of the cars come out, the house. They're like, "What is this lady doing here?" And he's looking at me, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, but there's a lady walking her dogs. I have this giant dog. If he wants to go after her dogs, he will." And I'm trying to let them walk by peacefully without my dogs noticing them. So I'm hiding behind your truck. And he's like, "Oh, okay. Well, there's some chickens around here. I thought maybe your dogs are after the chickens." And I was like, "Oh, please don't let there be a chicken around here. That's all I need is a chicken." I go, "Oh my God, please don't let there be a chicken." And there wasn't. There wasn't any chickens. And I told him, "I'll be gone in just a few minutes." And I saw her walk down the street and she left. And then, I mean, I was shaking. Y'all don't know. These dogs scare the hell out of me. I mean, these were little bitty dachshunds, and this is a, giant dog. So I was just shaking. I was so scared and nervous. I'm sure the dogs can feel it, but I was terrified. And I got home and I got in the garage and I'm like, "Why don't you answer your phone?" My husband was almost having a heat stroke. I had to get him in the house and give him some water and cold water, sit him under the fan and the air conditioning. And I told him, "Do not go back out there." I had some things going on here. I had readings and things to do. I started doing some things. I think it was a healing session. I did one healing session. I went back and checked on him. It was like 15 minutes later, he was already back outside and he was getting nauseous and sick all over again. He goes, "I'm so sick. I feel so sick." And I said, "You need to come inside. That's it. You need to come in here and stay in here. You cannot go back out." And I made him, I mean, he stayed in for like 3 hours and he went back and finished up, after about 3 hours, but he had to cool off. I mean, he fell asleep and everything. That's how hot it is. Even in the garage, you're so hot, you're going to have a heat stroke. That's how hot it is. Anyway, so that's my story. I haven't walked the dogs since then. My husband told me, "You better stop walking those dogs. You're just asking for trouble. Something's going to happen." And I'm scared to walk them, so I can't. I feel sorry for the dogs, but now it's so hot, they don't even want to walk. So, one good thing about having it hot is, the dogs don't really want to go outside. Okay, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Hope you guys are doing well. Um, I wanted to take a look at, if the DOJ is going to, is going to indict Trump. Basically, I want to know. This cat's about to knock over my camera here. She's pushing on it. She's getting pretty big, y'all. Maybe she'll come out and I'll show you how big she's getting. So I want to just take a look at that. If he's going to be, indicted. Is Trump going to be indicted? That's what we all want to know. What, is Merrick Garland, what is he doing? What's he doing? We're all like waiting for him. What's happening? So let's take a look. I've got some cards laid out here. This is the first card that I pulled on that. This is the 7. Y'all, I'm sweating here. I got the fan on, the air conditioner, and I'm sweating. This is a 7 of Cups. So he's looking at all his options, okay? That's what's going on here. It's so important that they charge him with ironclad indictments. So they're looking at everything, they're studying it very carefully, you know what I mean? They're going to choose something that really sticks, that he's not going to be able to weasel out of. So, whenever I see this, this is like there's a lot of options to choose from and making the right choice. And what he's doing is he's pretty much looking at it like, if we indict him for this, this is going to happen, this is going to happen. He's just weighing it all out and knowing what the outcome will be. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to measure what the outcome will be of these indictments before they bring them. Okay, so that's what's going on. And then, of course, it's so funny, Trump just shows up here right in the middle of it. That's my Trump card. He comes up. So this is about him. This is Knight of Pentacles. So, Merrick Garland, he's actually a very patient man. And we need to be patient too. Now, we've been so patient. I know everybody's so sick of hearing that, but he is so committed to the work that's being done. He really is. He's a very honest and accomplished man, and he will get the job done, you guys. He will get the job done. We don't have to worry about that. Okay? So I think he will bring an indictment. When will that happen? So I'm going to ask that now. Let's pull some more cards. Let's see if when is this going to happen? When's he going to get indicted? Will it be before the midterms? Now that would be perfect if he could get indicted before the midterms. It could go either way though. If you think about it, if he was indicted before the midterms, this could, you know, give the Republicans, get them all fired up, and make them want to go vote even more. So, I don't, it's a double-edged sword. It really is. Of course, we just want him to go away, right? Nine of Swords. So they're being very methodical with this. They're closing any loops, any loopholes. And we really can depend on Garland to be a strong, honest leader. That's what this is. So if he indicts Trump, he wants to make sure that, he can fulfill the promise of holding Trump accountable. Okay. We don't want him to weasel out of it, right? And that's what he's doing. He's the right guy to lead this investigation. Okay. So we're on the right track here. Let's keep going. The high priestess, they're still gathering knowledge, you guys. They're still doing the investigation. It's still going on. They're not finished. So maybe it's not going to happen for the midterms. Maybe not, because it's still ongoing. Queen of Cups. So, Garland is acutely aware of all the politics going on, and he is worried of, of the appearance of what he's doing. He doesn't want to, you know, he doesn't want to appear to be political in any way, that he's handling this investigation purely, the way it should be handled, I guess, not without, thinking of it in politics and Democrats, Republicans. He's just doing the investigation, right? And it can appear that he's overwhelmed, or it can appear that he's unfocused. And that's just, our sense. That's just what we're feeling when we look at him. What's going on? Why can't he get this done? Is he not focused on the investigation, or is it too overwhelming? He can't get it done. That's just the appearance, because we want things to hurry up, but he's just being methodical and doing things the right way. So I'm going to pull one more card for clarification. This is the Strength card. Um, it's a strong indicator that we're coming to the end of this investigation. Okay, we will persevere, or the DOJ will. DOJ will, but I say us because we want him to. So I'm leaning towards a yes here. I feel like that's what I'm being shown. Yes, there will be some indictments. Now, this could be others too. This may not just be Trump, but it's coming to an end, this investigation. And there will be indictments. Okay, that's what I see. There will be. Okay, let's see. Next question. What about the abortion rights leak? Is that going to help the Democrats this fall? Will the abortion rights leak? Because now we're prepared, even though they may rule on it in July, because that's what I heard, if I'm correct. But we already have momentum building because of this leak. So there's a lot of momentum building. Is this going to help the Democrats in the midterms this fall? Let's take a look at that. Six of Swords. So I feel like, yes, there's a lot of challenges going on right now, with gas being so high, inflation. I mean, everything is so crazy high right now. The inflation is so rampant. It's just ridiculous, Now your house taxes went up incredibly. Everything is so expensive, Just filling up your car with gas can cost you almost $100. It's just crazy. It's crazy. So this, having this focus of abortion rights, women rights, that will kind of take the heat off from the other stuff, So it does kind of help, It helps Democrats get past these other challenges and just focus on women's rights. So this will help them. Yes, it will. Two of Swords. Republicans have made this a centerpiece in their elections, abortion, abortion, abortion. This is all we've heard for years and years and years. And this will be an election for not only women's rights, civil rights, LGBTQ rights, everything, because you start chopping them up, everything's going to go. Okay. So we've come to a crossroads. in this country, and we all need to vote, and that will happen. That will happen. Okay. Last card I pulled on it. It's a judgment card. Um, we will not be judged by the minority. It'll be crystal clear that we have a big decision to make. We'll have to defend the rights of all the people in the USA. This is a call to action. So, yes, thank you to the leaker. This is going to help the Democrats. Definitely. Definitely. All right, one more question that I'm going to ask. I pulled the cards for this too. I have them right here. Um, it is about the justices. Are there going to be any changes to the Supreme Court due to the justices' behavior? Okay. So we know that they're in there for life, but are there going to be some changes now that we see, that they're not reflecting the will of the people? They're going to, looks like they're going to rule us like the Taliban. That's the way I keep seeing it. So let's take a look at that. Are there going to be any changes? This is Six of Wands. So we are really approaching, an important milestone. The will of the people will be heard, and these, there will be changes made to the oath of office. Okay, that's number one. Number two, Ace of Wands. This is a new beginning. There are many changes to come. So these are little seeds that will blossom. So this is good news. Action will be taken because of the justice behavior. There's going to be a long list of do's and don'ts. What you can and what you can't do. Okay, they're gonna change things up, definitely. All right, last card that I pulled, it's Nine of Cups. This is a good card. We are going to be very, very happy with the changes that are going to be made. We'll feel good about it and be happy, very happy and satisfied with all the changes. So yes, there are going to be changes made, definitely, definitely. Okay, you guys, so I did a little bit of politics here. Um, I hope you guys are doing well and staying cool, hopefully. I know I'm going to just stay in the house and try to stay cool, even though it's even hot here. I'm wondering, what am I going to make for dinner? And, I don't even want to cook. It's so hot. I think I'm going to go buy a chicken from HEB and make chicken sandwiches or something. You ever get just a whole chicken and get some nice French bread and have sandwiches? I think that's what I'm going to do, and just have nice juicy tomatoes with it or something. That'll be easy and cool, and some chips. What a terrible grandma feeding your grandkids chips and sandwiches. That's what you do. And making me want a watermelon. It's so hot. I don't know if the watermelons are out yet, but it makes you want to go eat a juicy watermelon, cold watermelon. Doesn't that sound good? It sounds yummy to me. Might go buy one now that I've thought about it. I'm not doing my diet too much. I'm still doing intermittent fasting. I'm still doing that. Like yesterday, I stopped at 8 o'clock. I ate twice yesterday. Stopped at 8, and I didn't eat today till 1 o'clock, which is a little bit earlier than I usually eat. But I was starving. It was about 1:30. I finally ate some lunch. I was so hungry, but I had spaghetti, so I had plenty of carbs. So I'm not really doing the low carb part of it right now. I'm giving myself a little bit of break. I'm just I don't know. I just keep going back and forth with those 2 pounds, and it's so annoying that I kind of want to just stop thinking about it for a while, and then I'll go back to it again, I guess, hopefully. I've read about intermittent fasting. If you really want to lose some weight, just don't eat for like 3 days straight, and you'll start losing weight. You'll start burning the fat. So I'm like, hmm, maybe I could do that. You can drink coffee, drink water, and things like that. So I might try that. If you can do that maybe a couple of times during the month, maybe I could lose weight like that. I don't know. I'll try it and I'll let y'all know how it works. Okay, guys, if you'd like to have a healing session with me, I don't charge for those. I'll be happy to do a healing session with you. And just know that sometimes, people have, you know, very serious problems, and not always open to the healing, because they have very serious problems and they're very ill. And by the time they've gotten to that point, they're like already ready to cross over. I will never tell anybody that their loved one is going to cross over. I will, I don't divulge that. May find out, I may understand that that's going to happen, but I will never, ever, say that, because that's not part of what I do, and that's not my job. You know what I mean? My job is to send love and healing. So I always do that, but just know that, there's things that are beyond our control, right? And you can do healing also, sending love to a person. Um, just take a few minutes and just send your love to them, healing and love, and focus on them. You can do that too. Okay. There's a few more steps to it, but you can do it too. I have a video out for healing. You can follow that video, and um, you'll you'll do very well. You can do that too. Everybody can do it. It's all about love, just sending your love. So if you would like me to send you some love and healing, I would be happy to do that. And just let me know if you have a loved one, or friend or anything that needs some love and healing. I'll be happy to do a session for them. Okay, and if you need a reading, if you'd like to get a reading with me, I have a couple of days open this week. What else? If you need a chakra, balancing, we can do that. Um, some people, feel like there's something going on in their home and they need a cleanse, a portal closing. We can do that also. So let me know whatever you need to do. I'll be looking forward to hearing from you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the comments, and keep them coming. If there's somebody you want me to read on, let me know. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye for now. Y'all take care.